YouTube. Welcome back to another fun-filled and exciting episode of Easy Prepping. Today I'd like to talk to you about prepper mental health. Not just in SHTF, but every day. If you hang around to the end of the video, and I don't think this is going to be a very long one, I want to give you a tip on how to improve your overall mental well-being, and you could do it today. Anyway, I think a lot of people think that us preppers are a little bit crazy as it is. But personally, I think I sleep better at night knowing that I'm at least somewhat prepared for a variety of SHTF scenarios. I believe that any SHTF scenario that you experience, even say just minor damage to your home by a tornado, would cause some more stress. So, and I don't have books on Prepper Library to show you. I've checked on Amazon, and yes, there are books out there, self-help books for your mental health. But being as my wife is a clinical psychologist, we have lots of books on mental health. The one thing I'd like to maybe recommend that you could do that would improve your mental well-being post SHTF, especially a serious one, is a way to stay in communication, not just with your friends, but just knowing what's going on around you in the country. And I will do a separate video on a Faraday cage. That I built a Faraday cage. It's inside the tornado shelter, and it has items like a hand crank, AM, FM, and weather radio. I believe I have a separate hand crank radio that also covers ham frequencies that I could listen into. I have several sets of walkie-talkies in there. And I even have some walkie-talkie size devices that can communicate further because they use ham frequencies. And no, I'm not licensed for ham operation, but if I ever break those out, I think there's a serious doubt that the FCC is going to be coming around the corner to try to arrest me for it. What I'd like to discuss with you that could, I think, benefit your mental well-being, your happiness, starting today. As I mentioned, my wife is a clinical psychologist, and here a while back, she noticed that after watching the news on TV, that we were both in a bad mood. Well, worse mood than we were when the news started. So she suggested an experiment that we turn off the news completely for 2 weeks. Well, that was over a year ago, and we have not turned the news back on. We're both much happier with life, not getting that daily injection of depression that comes through network news. Also, the same goes for news on the internet. It's the same thing. For the most part, it's all bad, and it's just going to drag you down with it. So I suggest try this experiment yourself. Turn off the news for just 2 weeks and keep an eye on your mental health well-being, how happy you are, and see if there's not quite a drastic improvement. I do believe that you will see one and be a happier person. As of now, I am really glad that my wife came up with the suggestion that we turn off the news. And I know as preppers, you really should kind of keep your ear to the ground so that you can have some warning of what's coming down that SHTF pipe. And to do this, I'd recommend there is a prepper out there who runs a channel, City Prepping, and he does, at least weekly, if not more often, videos that are kind of current events. He doesn't sensationalize news. He tells you what's going on around the world, and tells it as it would apply to how you should possibly prepare, gives advice on that. I believe yesterday he covered the war between Russia and Ukraine, the train wreck in Ohio, the Chinese balloon situation, but you don't get down, you don't get depressed from watching him. So I'd recommend city prepping just to keep your ear to the ground of what's going on. I'd like to recommend another prepper YouTube channel out there, a very nice lady that is just so nice and upbeat that you feel better after watching her videos than you did going in. That, and she does give some good practical advice on prepping. And she loves a Dollar Tree, I'll give you that. But that is Alaska Granny. Just a sweet little lady, lives up in Alaska, and is just a very nice person. If you watch many of her videos, you'll know that. And in closing, I'd like to say, if you're not already subscribed, please click that subscribe button. That will bring my videos to the top of your feed when you go into YouTube. Also, if you think this video was good, was informative, you can click that little thumbs up there that you like the video. And in closing, I'd like to give you another quote. This one is from a Harry Potter character. And although I am not an over fan of Harry Potter, my wife is. And there was a character called Albus Dumbledore who said, "Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light." Thank you for watching.